You claim to be an honest merchant who used to sell tomatoes and other goods. But tomatoes will not be known here until a few centuries from now, whispered the knight to the speechless stranger. I never let one of us escape me, fellow time traveler. Guards! Arrest this sorcerer. Sir Thomas leads his horse towards town from the jousting fields, his muscles sore from practice. That damned Sir Kelvin always put his weight into his lance, but hey, appearances need to be kept up. Sir Knight, what you say ta some fine produce, eh? Gotta get some good old ingredients for the stew after all the training, don't ya? Between his heavy breaths in his helmet, and his sore muscles, Sir Thomas only barely registers the vegetable peddler hawking his wares. Yes sir, got a bunch of nice veggies here for you. Carrots, beans, turnips, straight from Mama's garden, always fills me up with homely warmth from ma mouth. Tomatoes I'm telling ya. What did he just say? Sir Thomas' ears prick, and he stops in his tracks and raises his visor. He looks at the peddler, just a few paces to his right. Did you just say tomatoes? His brows furrow. Another one? Eh? The peddler looks confusedly at the knight while waving a bunch of spindly vegetables in his hand. Ya? Tomatoes, I'm telling ya. So delicious they fill my whole body up. Sir Thomas looks swiftly about, and a moment of relief passes across his heart when he sees that the outskirts of town are empty at this hour. He steps swiftly to the peddler, who flinches. Clever, very clever, to signal to a fellow traveler in that way, the knight says with a broad smile. Eh? Ain't doin' no travelin', my lord. Ne'er gone further than a day's walk from my whole life ack. The peddler yelps as the knight puts a heavy, armored glove on his rags-covered shoulder, and as his other hand moves to his sword hilt. Sir Thomas laughs while looking straight at the defenseless peddler. Of course, of course. Love the convincing act, by the way. Now, which year are you from? And how many are you? I need names and addresses. Just to contact them, of course. People like us need to stick together, don't we? The peddler squirms under Sir Thomas' glove and his eyes dart to the knight's sword. Dunno what you own about, ma lord. I'm only one of me, and this ma address right here. Not sure about sticking with you and all that. The knight sighs, and his grip on the peddler's shoulder tightens, eliciting a gasp of pain. He suddenly draws his sword and points the end towards the peddler's throat. Now, you know I know that you're not from around here. Well, neither am I. People like us, those who tweak the histories to make the present what they want, don't meet too often. The peddler's eyes go wide, and start to fill with tears at the pain. He tries to move from the knight's blade, but only backs into the tall fence lining the road. Sir Knight, please, I don't have a clue what you're on about. Just let me go back to my home, okay? I won't say a word about what you're talking about, I swear on my life. The knight sighs again, and he moves his sword arm subtly, pressing it just so slightly into the peddler's neck. A trickle of blood drips down to his ragged jerkin. Fine, you keep up the act all you want, but let me be absolutely clear, the knight says without a hint of a smile. I'm a hunter, of people like us, time travelers. I don't know which era you're from, but by my time, the meddling in the timelines have caused so much chaos that drastic. The knight stops mid-sentence as he hears something go clink against his steel armor. He looks down to see the peddler holding a slim barrel of strange, indeterminate color against his breastplate. He looks up in confusion. What do you think you're? The peddler rotates the end of the barrel subtly, and there is a faint pop as a small, dark sphere appears on the knight's breastplate. And suddenly, with several gruesome crunches and a cut-off yelp of pain, the knight is sucked into the miniature black hole before he can process, well, anything. The peddler rubs the little trickle of blood off of his neck, stows the singularity gun carefully away in his rags, and grins. A hunter, eh? Well, it's hunters all the way down.